fam, welcome to my kitchen. I've been thinking about my childhood a lot, and I gathered some stories from my childhood that I would like to share with you. Also, I'm going to make cinnamon toast on camera because it was my favorite treat as a child. My mom used to make it for me when I couldn't fall asleep or just as a treat. I've got the bread. You know what this feels like? Louis Watson, my favorite musician, has a video called How to Make Grilled Cheese. And he made it when he was like 16 years old, and well, anyways, we have the bread. We're going to put that in the toaster. 2 minutes. Okay, so, story number 1. My brother used to play baseball, and I used to go to his games all the time. One day, my dad, who was the coach, gave me a job. I was going to be the person who picks up the bats and brings it back to the dugout when the batter is done batting. My dad made me wear a helmet, a baseball helmet with a cage in case there was a pop fly or the batter accidentally let go and clunk, so I would be protected. So the umpire or catcher picks up the bat and throws it at me, and it tumbles like that, and the umpire's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry," and I caught it, and it stung really bad because of the vibration, but I just walked it off and pretended it didn't hurt because that was so cool. I caught it like a boss. Okay, the toast is ready, so now we are going to butter it with Olivio. We don't actually have real butter, we use this stuff. Butter the bread. This is really feeling like Louis Watson's How to Make Grilled Cheese video. Then the key ingredient to cinnamon toast is to use cinnamon sugar. Not cinnamon, cinnamon sugar. And you just tap it on like this. And let me see if I can cut it like my mom used to. She used to cut it diagonal so you get triangles. There we have cinnamon toast. Like so, in little triangles. I used to say to Mom, that's your best dish. You're the greatest cook in the world. Your best dish in the world is cinnamon toast. Okay, so here's another story. When I was a kid, I had this book from the Scholastic Book Fair in elementary school called Extreme Pets. It was just a book full of information about pets that you can have that are weird or extreme, like a tarantula, a tree frog, a rat. And the pet that I wanted was a tarantula. I had it all planned out. I was going to have a little 10-gallon tank, and I was going to name the tarantula Aragog, after the giant spider in Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. That didn't happen. Another pet in the book was slugs. You can keep slugs as pets. So I just went out in my backyard and pulled back some of the logs that we have in our yard. And I just collected some slugs and put them in a little critter keeper. And I had pet slugs as a kid. I named them and everything. Another thing they tell you that you can do in the book is you can put them on black paper and let them crawl around, and they'll leave a little slime trail, and it's like a little art piece. So I did it. I put my slugs on a sheet of black construction paper, and they made their art. So then I brought it into school for my 6th grade teacher to see. I'm like, look what my pets made. And she's like, "That's gross. Ew, get that out of here. Oh, Katie." But I'm like, "Look, it's art. Look what they made. Isn't that beautiful? It's shiny and glittery and everything." And she's like, "Okay, that's nice. Just get it out of here." Later on, I got a leopard gecko and a pet rat. When I was a kid, I was really good at climbing poles. So I had this little technique. You pull up and then you use your feet as an anchor. Like the outsides of your foot, you put them on the pole and rest on them. Like the outside of your foot, you put it on the pole and rest on it, and then you push up and pull, and I was really good at it, okay? So one day I'm outside with my brother and his friends, and we were standing underneath a light pole. You know those lamps up and down the street that are on a pole and they light up at night? And they dared me to climb it, and of course I wasn't going to say no because I knew I could do it. And I did. I did my little technique of using the outside of your foot and resting on it and then pushing up. And I touched the top of it where the lamp was, and I definitely was a strange child, but that was a pretty cool talent and skill. I could also do the monkey bars really well. I had this little technique where you hold on to it and you swing your body and go like that instead of just hold. You swing and I would just fly across them like a monkey, and it wasn't that hard for me. I just knew how to do it. When I was in 5th grade, I played basketball, and I was really good at shooting hoops. Like, in recess, we used to play a game called Knockout. I don't know if any of you played Knockout as a kid. I was really good at that, but I wasn't so good when it came to being in a game and having other girls on the court running around. One time, I got a pass, and I took it to the other side of the court, and I shot it, and it went in, and I was like, yes! But then the whistle blowed, and I found out I had traveled for like 20 feet. I was nervous, okay? I'd never gotten a ball before, and I was so excited that I must have I don't know. My brother had this friend named Tony who lives right down the street. One day, Tony and his big brother brought home a ramp for skateboarding/biking, and they put it on the grass, and they were just going down the sidewalk and riding up the ramp and then landing, and that was cool. So I did it, and I mastered it. I was pretty good at it. The key was to go fast and really brace for impact, because it's going to be a heavy impact when you land. It's going to be a big impact. I had these 2 friends that are neighbors of me. They were 2 girls, and one day I invited them to come over with us and do the bike ramp. They didn't go fast enough. They got nervous, and when she got to the thing, she didn't go up in the air like you're supposed to. She kind of just, her front wheel tipped over the edge, and she just kind of tumbled and fell. She didn't get hurt. She was laughing at herself, but I was pretty embarrassed, and from that point on, I didn't invite anyone else to do the bike ramp with us. My brother and his friends discovered a tree in the back fields. Behind our house is one of those fields that has the tall towers that has the electric wires. The boys and I used to love to go in the fields and explore and run around. One day they found a fort. It was a tree that is up against a fence, and it like curls over, and it's like a dome, and it's the coolest thing. And they broke away some of the branches and went underneath it, and it's like a dome, and it's empty underneath, and we loved that fort, and they brought me to it, and we would hang out there all the time. I do remember there being a lot of trash in there because the boys didn't pick up after themselves, and they brought like Coca-Cola cans. And another thing I remember is we had a little pulley system, so the boys would climb up in the tree, and we had a bucket and a string, and we would put Oreos in the bucket and bring it up to the boy up in the tree. We loved that fort. That was our cool hideout place, and that was so much fun. Then one day, the boys came into the house and said, "Katie, someone chainsawed the fort down." It was up against a fence, and it's in the back fields, but it's really close to someone's backyard, so the person living in that house must not have liked us going to the fort and making noise and whatever. What I don't understand is why they didn't just kindly ask us, "Can you not go there anymore?" Maybe because they were boys and they didn't think it was worth it, because boys don't listen, right? That was a huge loss for me. We loved that fort so much. The boys and I also used to run around in the back fields and chase bunnies. One time we chased it into someone's backyard, which I regret doing. That's not our property. We were trespassing. But there was a garage and a fence, and it was like a little space, and one of the boys got on one side of the garage and I got on the other, and we just closed in on it, and I put my hand on a wild bunny. It was up against the fence, like digging like crazy, trying to like get through it or get under it, and I put my hand on it, and it squirmed like crazy, and I felt bad because I was scaring it, so I let it go and just let it go. I also made another video called Wild Animal Encounters. Also, I'm going to start doing a thing in my vlogs that Lewis Watson does. He's a musician and a vlogger, and he makes vlogs. A thing that he does in his vlogs is Track of the Vlog. It's just a thing where he gives you the name of a song to go listen to, and I'm going to start doing that. There are a bunch of songs that I'd like to share with you. This Track of the Vlog is going to be Comes and Goes in Waves by Greg Laswell. Link will be in the description below, or you can just look it up on YouTube and go listen to it. Yep, there's your Track of the Vlog for today. That's all the stories I have for you right now. Thanks for watching, and if you would like, you can try to make your own cinnamon toast. It is lovely. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.